Hey guys, Tom here and welcome back to another Nindie Nexus review. Bad North shares a common trait with most rogue games, that being a lack of a real story. In this case, most of the story isn't actually shown within the game. From further reading, the context of the game was set to me: the king is dead and he was killed by Viking invaders. Now it is your job to ensure your people's survival, hopping island to island recruiting militias along the way in order to save your kingdom. Always on the defense, Bad North does a superb job of producing a gritty end-of-world atmosphere. To be honest, I created my own tales, as goofy as that really sounds. I was the one leading my own men in bitter defences amidst the chill of a Nordic winter. You can very much create your own stories, and I love the fact that the game gives you that freedom. Bad North is a brutal game. You can start a run, have it go swimmingly till around the 50% mark, and then within 2 minutes you have been destroyed and your army lays in ruin. When this happens, it kills you on the insides. It is the first rogue game which has made losing genuinely cause me to feel something. You gain nothing in between runs, so when it's over, it is really over. The general gameplay is a mix between tower defense elements and real-time strategy. Each level is a randomly generated island which you must defend from approaching Vikings. Some islands would have narrow passages, fantastic for your pikemen. Another would be a completely flat plain, ensuring you must employ your infantry who are agile. The game ensures that all classes of warriors are useful. Each island allows you to deploy 4 total units. At first, all new units you can acquire are defaults with swords alone, but by defending islands and acquiring coins you can upgrade them, giving them special attacks, more health and the ability to deal more damage. You can also add to your units via items which you receive for defending certain islands. Bombs are the most mundane of these, however you can get items such as the Ring of Command, which allows you to expand your unit in number. I wish this system was expanded with even more options, because right now I think it's rather limited, but it's something that could definitely be improved. Bad North is a gorgeous game. Its minimalistic art style creates some incredible set pieces. Character models and islands alike all have their charm and changed as you progressed, which I loved. When you get to the halfway stage of a run, dark and grungy islands start to appear as opposed to the lush greenery you are introduced to, but it remains a delight to the eyes throughout. Each unit carries their own flag around the island, which is a great way of being able to separate them at a glance, a stroke of genius design on behalf of the developers, as it serves both a gameplay and non-gameplay function. Your army appearance upgrades too, from dull brown troops with no shield to warriors with gold-lined shields and shining swords. Rogue games are all about progression, and this one small thing really hammers home the connection you have with your ever-growing army. The start of each island is met with a resounding Viking horn. Eventually you come to embrace it as a call to arms though. What impresses me most is the ambience of the game. The quiet background interrupted by the clattering and clashes of swords and shields, the sound an arrow makes upon wounding a Viking, followed by the calls of your troops as they charge at them. It is really impressive for such a simplistic looking game, and perfectly fits the art style and the gameplay that Bad North attempts to bring. In regards to issues, I do have a few issues with the game, one of those being there are some minor frame rate issues which interfere a little, but never enough to ruin the fun. Also, there is an issue with the pacing at the start of a run. A way to speed up gameplay generally would be a great way to allow the earlier levels to be worked through quite quickly, and it would make them a lot better. After experiencing the later islands, the beginning ones never quite feel the same. I thought I would be able to unlock additional units after the first 3 over time as I played the game, but after 15 hours I assume I was incorrect on thinking this was possible. Rogue games must have variation, it is in the DNA of the genre itself, and Bad North has variation in so many ways. However, this here is a big opportunity I believe the developers missed. I even had my own ideas when I was playing, so I thought, you could have like a heavy axe wielding unit which would deal really well against the juggernaut type enemies, or something like a catapult which you can use to take on these heavier Vikings. Bad North is a great example of a game which is already good but could be improved going forward. The final thing that bothers me about Bad North is the difficulty spike that occurs later in runs. The first half is relatively drama free as long as you can strategize against each enemy type. However, once a kill switch is flicked on and all hell breaks loose, mayhem occurs. Absolute mayhem. I can't recall a game of which didn't involve me losing all 4 units in about 20 seconds. Did it feel unfair? No, because I guess it was my mistake, but regardless, I thought it was something worth mentioning. Be prepared for some very harsh and rage-inducing deaths. Overall, Bad North is a fantastic game if you love real-time strategy. If you love this genre and own a Switch, it's probably the best way to fulfill your needs on the eShop right now. It has some minor issues, but for the price, it's 100% worth a download and playthrough. 15 hours in, I am addicted to Bad North, and I think I will continue to play it for months to come. If you want a way to try out a strategy game, or are just looking for a great game to play in handheld, I wholeheartedly recommend Bad North. For that reason, I give Bad North a 9 out of 10. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. I'm trying to make these reviews a little shorter so that if you've got less time on your hands you can get through them really quickly. But anyway, please let me know your thoughts and feedback on the format in the comments below. I'm always appreciative of that, and be sure to go check out the written review down in the description over at nindienexus.net. We have loads of reviews and articles and opinions and loads of stuff just going on over there. We are the top rated Nindie site on search engines, so we're kind of doing things right. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Be sure to like, comment and subscribe for more great Nindie content. My name is Tom, also known as the XP Project. Peace out.